I'm John Murray from Reed Business Information. We're at Chicago, and we are at the manufacturing show. I'm with Bob Fletcher of Intellectual Property Insurance Services, and we're going to talk a little bit about how small business owners and small business managers can protect their intellectual property through Mr. Fletcher's company. Bob, tell me a little bit about how your product and your services can help out plant managers, plant engineers, and even owners of small companies.
Well, basically what we do is we provide insurance that will cover the cost of enforcing patents, copyrights, or trademarks.
Okay.
The insurance pays lawyer fees and outside costs. That insurance also will pay the cost of defending you if, in fact, you're being wrongfully accused of infringing someone else's patents, copyrights, or trademarks. And in addition, there is a policy that will cover the shortfall if, in fact, patents are pledged as collateral. And there's a foreclosure, and the sale price of the collateral doesn't pay off the loan.
Bob, can you tell me a little bit about your abatement and defense coverages that you offer?
Right. Let's start with the abatement program. The abatement program is really designed for people that hold patents.
Hold patents?
Yes.
Okay.
They have to be an owner or have a financial interest in the patents in some way.
Okay.
And that policy will actually pay lawyers to come in and bring actions in a court of law to stop infringement.
Right.
So if they're out there in the marketplace and they notice a competitor, they now have a big club to stop infringement and protect their rightful market share.
So it's like having a big brother behind you.
It is.
Okay.
As we say in our operation, we make little guys look like big guys.
Excellent. Okay. And the defense side?
And the defense is just the reverse of that. If you have spent research and development and you have done a reasonable inquiry into determining whether or not you infringe intellectual property, yet someone comes along and insists that you do, and you're being wrongfully accused of infringement, our policy will pay the legal fees to defend you. And if, in fact, you lose, the policy will pay the costs of the award against you.
And again, this protects the small investor and the small company from really shelling out of their own pocket.
That's right. And we actually see that the abatement is more popular among the very small companies where their entire operation is wrapped around a single product. Defense appeals to the larger companies that basically know that they can make their budgets or their payroll, but a lawsuit would be disabling to them.
Right. Could put them under, as a matter of fact.
Exactly right.
Okay.
Right.
Can you tell me about how a president of a small company or even an owner of a company that has a product, a service, or some information that they want to protect, how would you go about offering a service for them?
Well, let me explain the strategy that we use with respect to companies of various sizes. A small company is best advised to start with an abatement policy because really what they need to do is protect a small market share that they have claimed for themselves. And they're very typically one-product companies, and they live or die on the sales of that particular product.
Absolutely.
So when you become a little bit larger, then the real crisis is that you've got to stay out of trouble with your product line.
Okay.
And once you get to that point, then you're best advised to go ahead and get a defense policy.
Okay.
A policy that will come in, pay the lawyer's fees to defend you, and indemnify you in the case of a loss.
Okay. Bob, I understand you have some new products in the pipeline. Can you tell me a little bit about what's coming forward in the future for us?
We have what we call collateral enhancement, which is a policy that will pay the shortfall in a loan if you've pledged collateral and then default on the loan. But there's another policy coming out that is very useful as well, and it's called multi-peril. Multi-peril is what we in the insurance business would call a first-party coverage.
Okay.
It pays you as the insured, and it pays you in case you lose a lawsuit and you have to redesign your product, for an example.
So startup costs could be covered, for instance.
Startup costs could be covered.
How can we contact you?
You could call us at our hotline, which is 800-537-7863.
Okay.
And you can go online, and you'll find us at www.infringe, INS, the abbreviation for insurance.com.
Bob, thanks a lot for your time. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much for stopping
by.